beautiful friends, what is up? How are you? Welcome back to another video. If you've been here before, it's so good to see you. If you haven't been here before, hey, what's up? My name's Steph. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on this video. On this channel we talk about spirituality, self-growth, healing, my healing journey, my life, everything I'm going through. If you'd like to stick around, we would love to have you. This video is interesting because I want to talk about survival mode and when you finally break out of survival mode, why it can feel like failure. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know that I have cerebral palsy, you know that I have spent my childhood in and out of hospitals, and now I'm a grown woman and I'm figuring out my identity outside of that. And I spent my whole life with the identity of being the sick girl. And so I was always going and I was always pushing and I always wanted to live up to this standard of being this miracle child, and that is carried into my adult life. And I found myself feeling like I was failing because I had finally stopped and I wasn't pushing and I wasn't living from the state of fear anymore, and I just stopped. Once I finally stopped, I got pulled into this kind of feeling of depression because, you know, I was finally giving myself time to be like, holy shit, like the last 18 years of my life has been a shit storm, and I've never had the opportunity to stop and say you did it. I never had the opportunity to stop and say, hey, like, you're all right, it's all good. And because then once I was done with being the sick kid, I needed to figure out this adult Stephanie, and I needed to figure out my identity, and I needed to build myself in a way that I hadn't had the experience to before. But my ego was still so addicted to this false premise of validation and love and security that came with being this girl who is plopped in the middle of chaos. And I had to stop and I had to say, Steph, like, you're not healthy right now. Maybe you can walk, and maybe you can live your life like a normal girl, and maybe you can not be in the shackles of this diagnosis. But that is who you were. That is who you identified as. And I felt like in every crevice of who I was failing. I started to resent that version of me. That girl who had been through so much to get me to this moment. I started to resent that. Because at least she had something, at least she was something, at least she had people who were proud of her and who believed in her. And now who was I? What was I doing? I was taking this miracle for granted, and I was mourning her. So when I finally stopped and my survival mode just like, it came out in a new way. Because I found myself addicted to who I was. Because she got attention, she got love, she got encouragement. And it's okay that sometimes you feel the need to hold on to the darkest or hardest or saddest parts of yourself. Because those are where you feel the most safe, because those are where you found the most love, or those are where you found the most attention, or those are where you felt like you belonged. But I'm not that girl anymore. I am happy, I am healthy, I am thriving, and I am strong. But I needed to take this last 4, 5, 6 months to rest. And I don't get to shit on myself for that. I don't get to tell myself that I'm not enough because I'm not immersed in this chaos. I don't need to prove myself anymore. I have done my work, and I didn't have to do it then, and I didn't have to do it now, and I am okay to just rest. And there is no glory in suffering yourself to death. It is okay to stop. And why survival mode feels like failure? It's because finally you realize that you should have just got all those things because you are here, because you exist, because you are worthy of them. You don't have to earn your worth. You are enough. You don't have to prove yourself. You should just be loved. You should just be encouraged. You should just have people around you who are like, yeah, you're badass. Go get it, girl. So when I finally allowed myself to stop being that girl, regardless of if I was healthy or if I was sick, regardless of what my life had been up until that point, I was like, it's okay to let her go. But I don't need to be her to be loved. But I felt like I did. And that's why sometimes when we stop and we allow ourselves to breathe, and we allow ourselves to heal, and we allow ourselves to rest, it feels like failure. I can be whoever I want now. Nothing bad is going to happen if I'm not who others want me to be. Nothing is going to happen if you're not who you used to be. And you've never failed once. I love you. And I'm saying that to me, and I'm saying that to you. It's okay to rest. You deserve it. You deserve it. You've done enough. Give yourself the grace to rest. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it resonated with you. It was a little bit different than my videos as of late, but I really hope that I brought you clarity and peace and joy. And if you'd like to subscribe and see more videos from me, I would love to have you. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. And if this is my first and last time seeing you, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Bye.